Mimi got her leg up, and I ain't talking about no turkey leg hood. Welcome back to the Lump and Mimi show.
You stupid. You still don't listen. It's the Mimi and the Lump show. How about I just take you off and it be Mimi and Mimi show?
I don't think that people would like just you.
I think they do.
Well, this is a new week. I can't wait to hear what my sister did this week.
Oh, you trying to be funny. I got you. All right. Well, you know
No,
what?
you did something good for the cause.
What'd I do? Tell me.
You drove to Dallas.
Oh, that's always for the cause.
You did something for the cause.
I did. Went to go pick up our homie. Came in to visit. He came from the D to the D, and we had to go get it.
And bring it to the H.
That's what we did.
That's crazy. DDH.
That's it.
That's a good term.
I like it.
Whatever it could be.
We got to figure out what that acronym gonna stand for. For anything.
Hicks. Hicks. Well, it's been some sports life go on.
Oh, yeah,
and I think you have something different to tell me about, sis.
I do. I'm happy to report, but it's a sad report that the Sha'Carri, she ran yesterday, Sha'Carri Richardson. She raced the three Jamaicans that won the gold, the silver, and the bronze from this year Olympics. And I must say that she didn't look like I'd seen her before. Whether it was stage fright or she wasn't training the way we thought she would have. I think it was just her first showing. She's young, she's still immature, so I think it's going to take a time. But she ended up with last place. Last. At 9.
9 women, and
she got 9.
Well, you know what? I done seen a few people get it. It's better than 4th in our sport.
That's right, because that means you're the only person to lose twice.
So
she lost once and she got 9th. So she better than a lot of us when we get 4th.
Because some of them don't even bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she will be bouncing back.
Absolutely. She tried. She did her best. It's just her first race of the year. So I think they said Paris is next. I think in about a month or 2.
First race, drug free.
Indeed. And she still ran faster than a lot of haters out there.
Mm-hmm.
She damn sure ran faster than me. Yeah, because again, it wasn't an enhancer. It's a dehancer. So maybe she smoked this time. This was the first sign that she looked like she smoked me.
Did it? It did me too.
No, I'm just playing, guys.
Pump her brakes.
I'm just playing. No, she just didn't look like she had run in the trials or when she was at LSU. Again, I don't know if it was because of the platform, the stage, all the hype. I mean, because everybody's been talking about it. I don't know what it was, but she just didn't look like she was ready or she belonged there right then. But it doesn't mean that's what she's going to say.
And how did the other ladies do? The Jamaican squad I speak of?
They did the same thing they did before. They placed first, second, and third.
Congratulations to the
same order to the Jamaicans.
Women's track sled team.
Fastest women on the planet. That's what
I believe it. I saw highlights, and I tell you that one, Miss Thompson.
Oh yeah, she got my name. Same name. Elaine Thompson Hurrah. That's her name.
Hurrah.
And the other is Shelly Ann Frazier Price and Shamika Williams. All 3 Jamaicans.
That means you related to one, and Nancy Price is related to one. Lord mercy, help.
Indeed. Hey y'all.
Give them a good congratulations.
I see y'all at the next family reunion. Indeed.
What's up with that Mr. Jacobs guy?
Mr. Jacobs. Oh, the one, the fastest man.
Yes.
One. I don't know. After we talked about his suspicions last week, I haven't seen or read anything else about it.
So he never just fell off the planet Earth.
Well, I think he kind of tucked his tail and trying to wait and see what's going to happen with him and this drug test allegation. He probably trying to clean out the system, and in case they want to drug test him, he'll be clean.
If you need to find something, go to the GNC store.
I don't know nothing about it.
Moving on. We had an event this weekend, I heard.
Absolutely. AmeriKid.
AmeriKid International.
That's it. That's the one.
Atlantic City, New Jersey?
No, I think it was in Philly.
I think it was Atlantic City.
Well, one of them places. It wasn't in Texas.
You got any highlights, any stories to tell me? You saw any fights? What's up?
I saw, of course, you and I had the great opportunity.
Thank you, big brother Trav. Thank you.
Yes, we had the great opportunity to commentate last night for the virtual fight between Enrique and Darren.
Yeah, you were pretty rated G.
Yes.
Yes, rated G.
We act like we have manners.
Like 7 and under. Yeah. Because Johnny said we were watching the 9 and under division fight. Yeah.
I did see him go live with that one. He did say that. But no, we did well. And it was actually a good fight. I like the way how it started out. Darren, in my opinion, he had complete control. I think it was 3-0, 4-0, and
3-1.
3-1. And then Enrique was able to make that adjustment in that transition and come out with the win. But it was still good. It was a great fight. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I wish that it could have been more because, I enjoyed watching, seeing, and commentating.
We had a private conversation longer than they fight was.
Yeah. Well, 3 rounds, brother. We've done it.
Yeah.
That is not easy to do.
Especially right off of a tournament. Same event. I'm sure they both competed
absolutely
at the event Friday and Saturday and have to fight each other for 3 rounds. That's a hell of a workout.
Absolutely. You know what I want to say? What I noticed between the two fighters, they both are great fighters. They both young and upcoming. But I noticed a difference in the type of fighting because Enrique, just like the track runners, when they say you're supposed to hit your speed and you're supposed to hit that to where you can maintain it, I saw Enrique had been doing a lot more fighting during this pandemic, staying busy and actually doing some of international fighting. When Darren himself has done the training, the competing, but it wasn't as much. I think the type of atmosphere that it was in, you could see that Enrique was able to kind of flip that switch a little bit quicker and a little bit easier, which means he had a little bit more experience under pressure like that.
Yeah, that change-up kick, I think, really got Darren out to fight.
Yes.
Because from there, it was like he was fighting to come back, not
Yes.
fighting to maintain. Like, he did it in the first round. Because he was the one winning in the first round.
Absolutely. He was killing him with that back fist.
Stepping in, checking his leg. Calls could have went either way on a lot of calls. But I tell you, that side kick, Enrique's side kick.
Push on the hip.
On the hip. I'm sorry. I said it last night, I'll say it again. You have 3 options. Option 1, let it hit you. Option 2, get out the way. Option 3, don't let him get it up.
Absolutely.
If you take option 1 and stand there and let it hit you, it's gonna feel like you're gonna need a hip replacement at the age of 25.
Or an elbow replacement. You know me and my elbow.
Oh Lord, my foot just started hurting again.
Hey, I'm not saying I do it. I say it's an accident. Things happen. That's what I said.
Anything else about the event that caught your eye?
No, to be honest, yesterday was kind of a hectic day for me. And when I said hectic day, I was watching track and field. And then I had the pleasure of watching football yesterday. So I didn't get a chance to watch all of the fighting. I think you had told me about one of the fights between El Jabba and Yasser.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a good fight. Was that
from
for the
Friday
Grands?
night? I don't think it was from Grands. I think it was for Waco.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be good. We definitely need to go back and see some of those because I heard those Waco divisions, even though they were a little small, I did hear the tournament itself was small, but they had a good competition. So you could have been fighting for first and second place your first fight And if you had somebody that was out there that could push you, then that sure was a damn good fight, I would think.
Big shout out to the young man on All Stars from overseas.
Who's that?
I can't think of his name. No, not Elijah. The little one. Traveler, bring it up to me. C-Walk told me last night, but I got hit in the head by you
Listen.
trying to
Man
unplug
down,
stuff.
man down. Get your hands up, homie. And I don't hit late.
Tobias Lopez.
That's the one. What I don't do is hit late. I call it's a follow-up.
Oh, okay.
Remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed.
So
Okay.
if
Name
you
is
follow
Robert.
up and I follow back up, that's wrong.
No.
Okay.
Whatever you do is what you do. But that's how shit escalates.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ambulance, pick him up.
That's it. Man down, man
Yeah,
down.
no, big shout out to Tobias Lopez. I heard he was putting in work yesterday. I've been watching him. I watched him at US Open. I watched him at Battle.
What division is that?
That is the 139 and under.
Oh, 18 plus. He's an adult.
Yes, ma'am. 18
Oh.
plus.
Okay.
I've been watching him. He's
Is that the one with the? Is he got blonde hair or something?
I can't remember about the hair, but he's very skinny.
We saw him fight Solio. Sorario. No.
Hector?
Yes, him. Didn't we see him fight?
We would have saw him fight.
I thought we watched that somewhere.
We would probably saw him fight somewhere at US Open, but I don't think it was with Hector. Unless it was in teams or something.
Gotcha. Okay. I got you. I do remember. I know who you're talking
But
about.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Not bad. He showed out a little bit yesterday. Got off on my boy. But we got it. Did Bobby fight come up?
Not yet.
Not yet. So, little Bobby, baby Bobby.
That's
Bobby
nice.
Cerronio. That baby of him.
Yeah, his first. Isn't it his first or he's done it before?
This will be his first Bellator.
Okay, Bellator.
I tell you, I've been watching Bobby since he was in the
9 and
11
under.
Yeah, if I was a 9 and under, but it wasn't. But 11 and under, like, especially being out there in the Bay with him, I knew that kid had a gift. He's another one of our fighters, moving from the point fighting world to the Bellator MMA.
That's it. Takedown and wrestling.
Yeah,
Leg kicks.
leg kicks, the whole
All
work.
of that.
You know, he come from that Hawaiian style
I was
background.
gonna say that they have that in the style of karate, don't they?
Yeah, Samoans.
Yeah, that's wrestling.
You see the tattoo on his arm.
That's it.
You know who Maui is?
Maui?
Yes.
No, sir. I know where it is. You talking about in Hawaii?
No, ma'am. I'm talking about Maui.
No, tell me, who is that?
That is Moana's
Baby Daddy?
hero. No, baby daddy, you stupid. Oh no. No, that is the hero. If Pooh was to hear you say that, girl,
Oh, I'm sorry, Jennifer. Don't let her ever hear this show. She's gonna kill me.
talking about baby daddy. No. Maui is the hero who saved the village.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You know about that.
So
I think I turned it on for my girls and I fell
I
asleep.
think Bobby's gonna save his village come Saturday, September 18th.
Hey,
Where's it gonna be at?
somewhere in Cali.
Oh, Sam Center. There must be San Jose. Sound like a song.
Somewhere.
Sad.
I think if you're there and you can support them, you can, and if
Yeah.
we can find out where to watch them at, we will.
Of course, because
That's Phil Davis that he's fighting.
Phil's fighting Yo.
Well, I mean on that undercard.
Yes, he's on that card, but that's the main event fight right there, light heavyweight.
That should be a
Yo,
pay-per-view.
Romeo versus Phil Davis. It
That's
should
gonna
be
be
an
good.
interesting knockout.
We've seen the Yo Romero dude.
Oh yes.
Who we see him beat up?
Nah, he fought that big guy who's the heavyweight UFC champ, Franco.
Or Frank Muir. Muir?
No, the Nigerian big guy.
Oh, Alejandro. I mean, D'Alessandro. Ooh.
Him
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Him.
The cookies and shit.
Yes, the cookies and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Big shout out to them.
I'm
What
excited.
else? Actually, Turbo. And I'm not talking about Mike Bernardo. I'm talking about the fighter Turbo.
That's it.
Ross Levine.
He's coming out in, what is it, Karate Combat?
Karate Combat.
This week?
It should be aired this week or next week.
I'll be looking for a
I'll
complete
be
report
looking
on that one.
for it. I can't wait to see. Big shout out to Ross, making some big things.
Do it. Anybody that's going out there to represent us on a different type of platform and bring eyes to us, I think it's great. It's beautiful. If somebody gonna let me walk around and slap women, I will.
You stand there and let her slap you, you ain't gonna want to be slapped by nobody else.
I got a little weight behind me, y'all. I told you I was suffering from
That
heavy.
woman said, "Oh no, a little weight, a little weight. I got a little
They
weight."
don't have big weights for my category.
Yes, they do.
Where?
You know you can move over there with the 18 plus men.
Oh,
You
man.
get away with
No,
it right now.
I would have to be able to keep them low because y'all gonna be trying to punch me.
Your body has deformed into its proper human life. I come in peace.
Stop being a hater, son.
Oh, anything else?
No, not right now. As far as on top of a body or anything like that, what's been going on with you?
Nothing much. School starts
Tomorrow. That's it.
Lord mercy.
I'm actually ready. I'm excited.
I'm a little ready. My little one starts school tomorrow.
Oh,
Lord mercy.
Makeup. You guys ought to ask him to see your pictures of him playing makeup with Jelly Bean.
I don't play makeup. I just buy the makeup.
Okay, and then he fall asleep and she do the makeup.
No, she usually fall asleep too. I had to hold her down. Get over here.
If he had fingernails or toenails, she'd paint them.
Oh, toenails I do have, but fingernails, you got me there.
You so silly.
Oh no, but yeah, everything's been good. Life is good. Can't complain.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Virtual Fighter 2 for even putting that in the finals.
You know what? That was one thing I wanted to bring up. Is I think that they should do that more often.
How many fights though?
I think they should have more than the one. And when I say
And
one,
how would you use it? Would you use it from the winners of the tournament, or would you already have that? Didn't seem like that was a set fight.
I think it was a set fight because that was the reason it was just the one for the 3 rounds. But I think what they should do is have it. That was what, lightweight versus heavy. They should have the 2 final fights for each one, which means they would have 4 fights. I'm sorry, 4 fighters. The light heavyweight last place fights first and second, and then the heavyweight. And then at the end, do that grand championship fight.
So they should fight 3 rounds
Yes.
twice.
3 rounds, yes, correct. And then add women in there. Why not? You had a men's fight. Why not have a ladies fight? And if you're gonna have a ladies fight, you don't
So
need
that's
all
what I
4.
thought. It was the lightweight grand versus the heavyweight grand.
Correct.
But that's not Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter, we got to actually train for our opponent.
I see. Okay, so they took the winners from the tournament, is what
Yes.
you're telling me. Okay. They can do that. I think they just should have had more. And when I say more, I don't know the circumstances of why they didn't. But it was entertaining and I liked it. And I think they should do it again, depending on the promoters, if they can work out something. Take out some of the forums.
Bob Liker and Mark Russo are fighters, is what you're telling me?
I didn't say that, so
Okay.
you're taking words
So
and
we
you're
was
using
at
them the way.
we was at the forums tournament. And yes, Turbo Fight will be on Thursday.
Thursday, this week, Thursday.
Thursday this week.
I got you. I'll be here. I might have a little homework, but I'll take a pause.
Record it for me.
Absolutely.
I'll be working out.
Let's get it.
While you working your fingers, I'll be working my kicks.
I'll be working for the show. That's it.
Big shout out to all the people that's making it to the WKC tryouts next week.
Absolutely.
Next week, Detroit, Sydney.
Good luck to everybody.
Yes.
I hope. I predict it's going to be a good one. It's the first WKC of this year, or has it been regional ones?
No regionals. It's been virtual for the forums.
Okay, so this is the first in
This
action
is
face to face.
first, and that's why it's like all in one. The top 6 will move forward.
Oh, 6, it's not 4.
No, because we're not allowed to have certain countries into America still. So
That's right.
the World
Europeans.
Championships is going to kind of change to it's like maybe like a nationals,
Okay.
a international type. But the world to me is still be having those extra countries, especially Europe, Germany, Australia, all them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's still gonna be good because you got USA and Canada specifically. We have some of the best fighters, so I think that we.
Canada can come over?
I believe so.
I don't think so.
I don't want to say yes.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
not sure.
Robbie got to come over and go back.
Well, some came over to go run against Shakari yesterday. there was Canadians and other countries that were there at the track meet, and that was USA. So I would
That's
assume
interesting.
that other people can come. Now maybe that's because that's a professional.
We are
platform.
professional. Say, motherfuckers, we are professional too. Don't get it twisted. We're professional because we make more than $99.
That's it. And I don't hit people for play. I hit them for real.
Oh, don't get hit by her for real.
For real. In that.
Y'all wonder why my name Lump. Look at my goddamn eyes. Look at it.
Don't let that fool y'all. You know why his name Lump. Y'all know why. I didn't do it to him. He did it to other people.
Oh, so.
I know you had told me that you were, and I think it's time for us to get there because you had touched me when you said you were going to talk about it, but you said you want to talk about mental health today.
Yeah. So, Lil Wayne had an interview on YouTube. Well, it's probably still up. Let me not say has an interview up on YouTube. And the first thing on it is reading off mental health and how he beat it.
Well, I don't know if Lil Wayne necessarily beat it. All you gotta do is look at him and know that he's going through some mental issues.
No, but he beat it. When you listen to him, he beat it.
How he beat it? What did he do?
He beat it because the 12-year-old Lil Wayne who tried to commit suicide
was saved by Mr. Bob, police officer Bob.
Was saved by somebody, and that showed him that somebody cared enough to save him.
That's beautiful.
But mental health doesn't come in level 1, level 8, level 9.
Right.
It's no levels to this shit.
Right. Or stages.
Like no stages. Okay. This is mental health. You have an issue. You don't know how to deal with it. You spaz out.
Different from
because it could be suicide, homicide, double side, whatever, cross Dutch, but there's no levels to it. And listen to him talk about that and how a lot of people in this world is mentally ill. It could be trauma from being a kid. It could be trauma from being an adult. Anything.
It doesn't necessarily have to be trauma.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I understand what you mean.
PTSD. He said that he think that day that he shot himself was the day that he saved his mom life, who everybody knows was a drug abuser. I'm not gonna call her no crackhead, dope fiend, but a drug abuser. He think that day of him doing that, screaming out help, and she really didn't hear him. He think that day changed her life as well and made her open her eyes.
She was clean after that?
I'm assuming he didn't go into saying she was clean, but he just said that her life changed too.
For the better.
For the better. Okay. For the better. So listen to him. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot of these guys' stories that they have behind them, who rap, sing, crack jokes, all the whole nine. I'm not gonna go no further because I want nobody to get to laughing and shit.
Oh, no. I get what you're saying. It's just that because they put themselves in a certain eye, like Simone Biles,
exactly. Simone,
you know, having certain issues and
Miss Richardson, the day of tryouts,
going through whatever they're going
mental through. Health. A lot of people out here is mentally ill.
Don't know how to deal with it.
Don't.
Some don't identify with it because they don't know it.
And if it's some that has it from the time they're a kid and they're in an adult life now, it's really scary for them because they have a snap button. And it's no telling they'll react, blackout, as they'll call it.
And some people don't know. It's funny you say that. When people say that I can snap or I black out and I lose control, from my point of view, you always kind of see it as, well, I've never seen you act like that. Well, you seem to be this person, a happy person. Oh, you're really just being funny and saying that. But what I think when you say about the older people is they've learned how to deal with it, cope with it. They've not let it dictate their entire lives. But there is a point today that they get to where they lose control and they tell you, oh, you don't want to take me there. Or that's that point of no return. Because I didn't used to say that word. That's that point of no return. I feel like I can't always take me there. I'm like, don't take me. But I get what you're saying. And those people, for me, and what I see, or how I see it is that they have those issues. Not saying they don't identify with it. They just learn how to cope with it. they don't know how to express it, tell it, explain it. They just say, well, I'm going to learn how to weed my way through it. It's kind of like kids or people learning not to read.
Mhm.
So you grow up throughout your life not knowing how to read, but you can adjust and you learn how to make it
just fly.
and yes, and get and inch your way through or make it through.
Barely
And
cross the line.
for whatever reason, however you do it. I get what you said.
Mentally ill, mental health. It come in all shapes, size, forms. We all know that.
It's like grieving. Everybody does it differently.
We do. And my psychology goal was to take the mental health issue having kids and make martial arts a part of their life to release, at the same time enjoy something that I enjoy. I ain't gonna say once, because if they don't get their shit together, it's gonna be a once enjoy.
So you're taking a negative enforcement and reinforcing it with positivity.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we're doing.
That's my goal. That's my goal for psychology. That's my goal when December hit on why I just graduated with my associate's degree, is because this is what I want to do.
Absolutely.
This is what I feel like I need to do for my group, my community.
Right. Your way of giving back.
Giving my all. Because I know I've been the person who's been mentally ill.
Absolutely.
You know, going through a depression stage in life.
I get it. I had a couple of mine.
Not self-destruct, but just how am I finna pull this through, and how am I finna make it? How am I gonna get to this point?
When you were going through those things, did you identify with it being depressed, or did you identify with having a mental illness?
No, hell no. I look at you like you was crazy.
Right.
What? I'm good. I'm fine. You tripping? You depressed?
I'm a black belt.
Yeah,
I can deal with it.
And psychology has definitely shown me a way better look at myself. I'm able to acknowledge things when I see it, including it to myself, but it makes me better. Controlling of myself, understanding, not to try to put blame on else people, but put it right on myself and find out what did I do to still make it be a negative situation.
How did you get there?
And how did I get there?
That's it.
And to move forward and be a better black belt, I've tried to figure out ways and ask you ways on how to slide right past it the next time it tries to face my face.
Right.
But prayer, I damn sure believe in that a lot. You guys see me on my knees praying at tournaments. I just pray for safety of both of us. I pray for victory. I pray for the excitement that I give to the audience. And then I get up and I fight. 2 minutes. If I don't shake your hand at the beginning, that doesn't mean that I don't love you. It really just means that today you a little more excited than you're supposed to be, and we got to fight. So I'm going to do anything to throw you off your mindset. But
strategy.
Yeah, of course.
I got you.
You know what it feel like to bow in and Travis or Ski or Mr. Plowden, and they'll shake your hand, and you look at it like, what did I do today? What did I do? Who told on me? And then it's like, yeah, and I'm psyched out, automatically psyched out. So I like to use those type of strategies in fights sometimes to be able to pick fights apart, especially with the younger generation. They're expecting you to open your arms up, give me a hug before the fight. If I hug you right now, you probably gonna kick my ass off excitement and just that youngness. But if I don't shake your hand right now, you're gonna think about, what did I do to him, or what did I say to make them feel like this? And it's nothing.
Intimidation.
Yeah, like you used to do to those people. What you used to do to people?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You little Rottweiler. Cujo, come here. Cujo,
I'm very competitive. I'm just competitive, and I enjoy and love karate. Woosah.
Yeah, so all my people out there with some mental health issues, don't be afraid to talk to anyone about it. Don't think you're in it alone. It could be somebody facing one of the challenges you're facing.
I don't want to say this. When you say mental health, I think what makes it scary is that mental health. You think of I need medicine. You don't think there's other outlets or avenues to help you gain control of your mental state. Some people do it with school, like us. Some people do it with therapy. Some people do it with counseling. Some do it with medicine. Some do it in other ways that are not just the proper way to do it, but in general, I think that mental health and what you need to take it to get yourself better or help, I think it depends on you. You shouldn't engage it always on something you're not into. I think you should be open and receptive to
that
pure.
word. Ooh, wait. It's probably been about a year since I learned that from you and really understood. Like
Open and receptive.
Yeah,
It's
really.
like listening and hearing. Those are two different things.
Exactly. Oh.
Yes.
Don't
Yes, two
speak of
different
that.
things. So I think once people understand that, just to identify with it, just to, and I don't want to say claim it, because claiming is like you're out there looking for it and searching for it. But if
Like
you're
it's a
going-
reward. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you're going through something and you have an idea or you're thinking you need help, find any and every avenue to fix whatever's going on. And again, that extreme as far as me saying medicine or being in therapy, that's not always the case. So my point of saying that is everybody say something. Ask for help. Lean on someone, a friend, a family member. Just be aware that something's going on with you and you can't do it by yourself. Because if you could, you would have done it.
Yes,
already.
right.
You know, that's just what I wanted to say about the mental health
Yeah.
aspect and the solution on how you should go about doing
Yeah. That'll be it for you guys on that part.
it.
On that note, let me get some dance music.
Hey, you ain't not ready to dance. You ain't no rhythm. You can dance.
Ma'am, I won first place in the All-American Karate Tournament for forms. I won first place at the All-Kata Tournament, Gary Lee Museum. First place adult division, forms, 9.99,
Sir,
6,
I said dance.
7,
You
8
talking about
across
karate.
the board. I got a 996, a 997, a 998 across the board.
What kind of move can you bust right now if I play some music?
The splits,
That's correct.
like James Brown. Ooh, watch me now.
I feel good.
What's the next tournament you going to, sucker?
Actually, I don't know. With school and Delta virus, I don't know.
Delta virus. Matter of fact, we did have some cleanup from last week. We need to tell y'all about with the cluster.
Oh, absolutely. It wasn't their orientation. I'm sorry, it wasn't their white coat ceremony.
Right.
It was the orientation when I said it, and it was 97%.
200 people, 189 was fully vaccinated.
And still
97% caught COVID.
That's a lot.
So what do you say about the vaccinated and non-vaccinated?
Well, they're saying now that you need the booster along with the vaccination for the Delta, I believe.
Oh.
You got to get another shot, basically.
Well,
I don't like the first
they
shot.
just shooting that shit all up through people.
Well, they say you need it.
Yeah, I heard Texas giving away $100 to the first shot that you go get
I don't need
vaccination.
I don't need
$100 for your death.
I don't need that $100. I can figure out other ways to do it that won't cause a shot, or they won't have me out there feeling some type of way. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. It's just me. I'm not done researching and looking it up, and I protect myself and my family.
You better
I better. My mama said
be
she
roaming
ain't
out there in them streets. You better not be, girl.
I don't do it.
Don't bring that shit back into the house.
I don't and won't. You best to believe it.
I'm telling mama.
Please, she's already checking up on me every few minutes to make sure. She made sure I didn't go to Atlantic City this weekend.
I sure did. Sure did. And trying to make sure I don't make it to the next tournament
Right,
next weekend.
Detroit this weekend.
But you know what? This is what I heard is going on. Shots are being fired. Shots are being fired.
What kind of shots?
Oh, karate shots are being fired. So I don't know. I wasn't there. So, you know, I always hear things through the grapevine. But going back to last week's episode, you and I done a show at Diamonds 2018. Not on the strength of us making a podcast 3 years later, 2 years later, because we started it last year. Not on the strength of us even going down the rim of wanting to do a talk show. We were just at Diamonds, having fun, and trying to make the finals a little more exciting than what it was, and decided to go live with it.
I remember. I was there. I was the better half of that show.
We wasn't on any platform. That's why it was the Lump and Mimi show. Alex.
Uncensored.
Yeah, uncensored. But Alex did give us the opportunity to do it. He didn't mind us doing it. That got us out here. Travis came to us. Well, actually, I think we kind of went to him on the strength of, because he had the Boring Boys, Kodak and Jamar, on there during the debate, and they were pretty boring.
Who said they were pretty boring?
They were pretty damn boring. I mean, I'm sure everybody out there agree. See, you hear them. That's one group. Group B, do you agree? Sorry, both of my groups out there agree. I'm Group C. Yes, we agree. So I think we went to him, and he really was open for us to do it. Hell yeah, he pays us a lot of money to do it. As you guys think, it's none of y'all business if he pays us or not. And I didn't do this for the money. I don't do this for the money. I do this to try to bring positivity to people's lives starting off their week. Because some of y'all think the shit start on Monday, but it start on Sunday. So I try to give y'all something positive on Monday morning. On your way to work, on your way to school, on your way to work out, on your way to the courthouse, on your way to church, wherever you're going.
I go there.
I definitely try to make sure we give y'all some laughter and keep some positive things and give y'all a little bit of our insight on things in the world. I really hate to see that our sport is going to battle at times where you're the foot, I'm the arm. There's no point for us to be fighting each other. If you was a left arm and I was a left arm, we need to fight each other because only one of us can be the arm. But it's other parts of the body that has to be covered. And I think what Trav doing is one part of the body. What Alex doing is another part of the body. They are not the same part of the body. So we need both of them to be able to make our sport continuously grow because they have the following, the passion to want to make our sport grow. So I think the more we involve people, the worse it is going to turn out. And then the worse both of the parts of that body is going to break. It's not going to be worth anything.
When people start to try to outdo each other, competition, I don't think that this is a competition between the two different platforms.
No.
They are both doing the same thing, passion and the love of the sport, and to get us out there, seen, heard, viewed, however it happens. And so I think, to me personally, there's no competition. Competition is only created from the people on the outside trying to get involved in something that they are not involved in or they're jealous of. Now, again, like you said, we did the first show with Alex. It wasn't anything that was permanent. Well, that it was just something that we wanted to do that we tried. And when we went to Travis, it was something that we wanted to actually put forth more effort, thought process. We actually matured in a lot of ways from that first show at Diamonds to when we did our first show with Travis. So it wasn't even the same thought process. That one with Alex or at Diamonds was about just being comical, having fun, and doing it in a way that we thought people could enjoy more.
And to see what we would be like at home watching it.
This is what we do when we're at home, when we watch videos and this and that. And we would have the freedom to do it as we wanted. That's why Alex named it Uncensored. And we got the same love from Travis as far as to be yourselves and do it how you want, and give back. And that's what made us actually start to put more thought behind. Okay, we just don't want to be funny and those two goofballs that we can be. We actually want to touch our karate family and our friends in a way that we think we should have been touched when we weren't. So again, to me, these are two different platforms. I don't think that it's any competition. I think that they both are doing it for the love. And I think that outsiders should leave everything alone.
Because they both black belts and men. They both are black belts and men, so they can handle it.
Absolutely.
Between the two of them without any, oh, well, you know what? I heard you said, or he said this, and
that's
this
when
was
it comes between the people. That's when they say, don't shoot the messenger. You should shoot the messenger, because that person
pop his
that's
ass
going back and forth to keep this going.
Craig, put the gun down. Put the gun
Something
down.
was said on this side. Travis said something on this side. It's nothing else to be said unless those two people want to keep it up. Not because they're being told things from people in other situations or that are just nosy. Or
and for the record, my brother is not out here talking about Alex to any of us, for shit sure or not. Side Ron, meaning that Alex is not sitting here and Travis just talking about him. So be mindful on what you guys are out here spreading germs on.
Well, whatever they're saying they're on a public platform.
Yeah,
so
whatever. Yes.
So it's not like they're being vindictive or talking behind each other's back. Not to me.
Their situation is not behind you and I, so people can get that shit out their mouth too. Alex was just speaking of us. Travis was just speaking of us when they were giving their examples on whatever it was they were talking about. I don't have Facebook, so I really don't know, but I'm just tired of hearing.
I think Travis in his show last week, I saw it, and
I felt
he pointed out exactly who he was talking to, and not in a disrespectful manner. It had nothing to do with people around. It was between two people. And I say let them handle it. And if they need to talk to somebody, to express themselves, to put it on their show and put it out there, I think they will. So any and everybody else, I think we should just back and not saying even choose a side. I say you should just, if whoever's trying to do best for the sport and trying to uplift us, that's what we support.
That's what you stick to.
Absolutely.
You
and I think it's both of them right now.
It is both of them, exactly. So all the sideline shit talkers.
Yes, and I really don't think they really have any beef between each other. What I think is miscommunication, and everybody is trying to do it for the sport. And if you just talk about it,
and if they have an understanding on what they're doing for the sport, and not feel like, oh, you just trying to take what I do and do it.
The communication, yes, I agree.
So neither one of them is trying to take anything and do it from one another. They both got their own ideas, but I tell you what, Travis has always been creative.
Absolutely.
When it came to helping the sport, Trav has always been creative, the one to think outside of the box. I'm not saying Alex hasn't. Please don't. Nobody misword me. I can speak for Travis because I grew up with him. Travis used to come pick me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we would go running 3 miles, and he'd drop me off. So this was somebody that I spent my morning getting motivated for school.
Right.
So I know his mindset for the sport was always to do something bigger. When he did the Georgia versus Carolina, that was something for the sport.
Absolutely.
A lot of people who promised to show up didn't even show up.
But he was there.
Trav still gave away what he said he was. My man probably had to break the bank. Did nobody even offer to help him with that?
You know, it's funny because anybody, to me personally, my opinion about doing what I want to do for karate and giving back, anybody can come over. And if I personally feel that they're giving back to karate on a good platform, I'm willing to help. I helped Alex from my point of view as far as doing that show. I went to Travis because in my point of view, Alex was already established. Travis wanted to get himself to a different level. And I personally felt like, okay, well, this is something new that I can help feed and soil and put in my work and my effort in whatever way that I can. So it wasn't like I chose one over the other for negative reasons. It was just Alex was more established already and had been
Solid.
around, and Travis was starting out. He was new.
And actually, Travis had put it out that he was looking for
Yes,
people to
help with his podcast.
with his
and
podcast
show-
who wanted to
show.
do their own show or anything, or group up with some
Right.
people,
Or and even had ideas to
or
help
had
him.
ideas. It was out there, and I bid on it. That's just like
Mhm.
if you throw a piece of steak and a hot dog at a man, 90% of them men there are gonna go grab that steak, but you got 10% who gonna go grab a hot dog.
Absolutely. I don't eat
Right.
wings.
And weenies.
I don't eat them. I don't eat them.
Boom.
Don't eat them.
Shoot that out the air.
There ain't no shots firing when there ain't no bullets in the gun.
That's it. So everybody guns should be empty because we can put the gloves up. Because I keep telling you guys, if y'all have not been watching, Gloves Up, Guns Down is having a $5.99 show, Tampa versus Orlando on YouTube coming up next Sunday.
Absolutely.
Next Sunday
We're
on
gonna have a full
Fun Day.
report.
Huh?
We're gonna have a full report. I want to watch it.
A full report. You know, my man Parlay on there. But I tell you, I'm trying to get Tampa to come see H-Town.
We got to get some fighters together.
I have a few.
Do you?
Yes, man.
Well, how do we go
You
out
know,
there? Because we need to bring this
I got some that say they got some hands, and I say some that say they better can hold their pants.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
the
waiting.
question is, they have women, right?
They have women.
Can
men.
I fight the women?
Yes. You know what kind of
picks.
women you gonna be fighting.
Well, they're gonna be stronger than me, but that's all right. I'm quicker than them,
Yes.
and I know what to do.
And they like to hit back. So yeah.
Hey, if you ain't hit, you
Not
ain't
hold
doing
on.
nothing.
Seven.
That's it. You pimp slap me, I got something for you. I'm gonna step in on it. Hey, I can't kick you, but I still can blitz your ass.
Yes, you can. Jab cross.
Absolutely.
That's one of the best.
Don't
Oh,
forget that. That's issue.
them people
Pow, pow, pow.
are so open for that. But I tell you,
We
it
watched
is
it.
when you say comical, that shit is comical.
It is.
I definitely love to laugh, but I really enjoy to watch to see that you actually have a group of young men who actually you can tell been through some wars because a few of them got bullet wounds and been shot.
They did.
um,
They
Who's actually trying to get these group of young men to bring it down a notch. Don't be so quick to go grab a gun
right.
to address your attitude. That's
And
one.
taking a loss is okay. You get to come back. You
Yeah.
take a loss with a gun, you can't. You're either locked up or you're dead.
So that's two gone for the price of one.
Yeah.
Two
What you say,
gone for the
now,
price
sir?
of one.
What you say, nah, sir? I hear
Only
what you
place I
say.
know you really can get that at is the flea market.
Kings, and they shut that down, I think.
You should have. They got the damn COVID Delta rolling around out here in these
Absolutely.
neck of the woods.
But they put a block on the mask mandate, so we have to.
Yes, thank you, Judge, whoever, for slowing that Mr. Abbott down a little bit.
Be politically correct, yes. Slowing him down.
Seriously.
That's all we can do right now is to slow him down. And
This-
I believe in the mask. And I want him
Parents,
in the schools with my girls. And right now
Parents.
we are at a pause, which means we can wear
parents, please send your child to school with their mask on
Please,
and
hand
some hand
sanitizer.
sanitizers. And
them and gloves.
my grandma will give your child this shit to make sure they're able to stay clean.
And not get me sick. She
Please.
ain't gonna let me come visit
Yeah,
upset.
'cause if we come in here, we're gonna be talking about who is the carrier.
My mama told me she was gonna change the locks. She told both of us that.
T-Mobile can't be the carrier for this, nor Verizon. So we have to find out who's the carrier, and that's gonna be pretty hard to do. So parents,
It's
make
called
sure you
track phone.
track phone.
Track phone.
Track phone can't track the COVID.
Absolutely not. That means I ain't got it.
Bro, my sister is silly as hell.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't want it. I don't want it.
Anything about football?
I've been watching preseason. It's been kind of entertaining. It's just we got about week 2, going into 3. So no, not anything spectacular. I wouldn't be able to say right now. I watched Sacramento, the NBA Summer League. Giannis's brother, the youngest one that plays for the Sacramento Kings, he won the Summer League title. So they gave all of Giannis and his brothers some type of NBA championship. Yes.
I wonder if that 5 could beat the 5.
The Fab Five from Michigan?
Yeah.
You talking about Weber and
Howard.
Jalen Rose? I don't think so.
Them 5 brothers versus them 5.
No. Because you got to think about the era of basketball that the Fab Five
Shit,
came
you
out
talking about
of.
5 brothers.
Negro, please.
PA, man. PA rough.
But
He
that's
come
they
from a
gorillas.
Brother 8.
They gorillas. And they over
Actually,
here, they
hogs.
Rastafarians.
Hogs, not gorillas.
Okay, all them people. They eat
Yes.
roadkill. Giannis and his brothers have been tamed. And Giannis and their brothers play structured
Whoa, we had a collision.
basketball. That's not it.
No,
That's
so
not
you
it.
don't think that'd be a good game?
I didn't say a good game. I don't think they can win.
So you think the Fab 5 will pull it?
I do. Think about Jalen Rose, Chris Webber. Don't you?
Juwan Howard is
Juwan
just.
Howard. He was a little.
Yeah, I know.
He was like. Never mind. I ain't gonna see it.
Please don't.
He was like them people.
Trumsetsky.
Yes.
Juwan.
No, I always gonna say him. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. No.
But no,
Yeah.
I think
I don't think that they can beat them. It's like 80s karate versus 90s and 2000s karate. We faster, but they hit harder than drop our
shit,
ass.
not me. I better hang. Now,
You won't
listen,
be able to fly.
it's
Like,
probably 3 of them. I probably dropped me once or twice.
who?
It
They,
probably would have been Miss Powell. I couldn't have fought out about that. You were my instructor, sir.
I
So
wouldn't even.
they can't make me fight you.
I don't even come up. I compare it to him. And
My uncle and they probably said they weren't gonna make me fight you either. Out about, sir, I got to use the restroom.
he just slapped your ass from corner to corner.
But I think I would have had fun fighting Mafia.
How about Nasty? Nasty with a
Now,
nasty.
I think Nancy probably would have had knocked my ass out too. Yeah, I think he probably would have.
Yeah.
But Billy Blanks, I think I'd have gave a run for his money.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Y'all about the same height, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Every time he'd try to front flip me, I'd have cartwheel kicked him.
Well, y'all both gonna be
Tybo.
dizzy and confused. That's what y'all call.
Yeah, busy.
Y'all look like Hurricane Ike and Katrina all mixed up together.
And so who did we make? Him.
Nobody's. Y'all both turn into tropical storms.
Oh,
Oh my God.
as
No,
we
I
wind
think you would have matched up
Yeah.
with him.
Not
Not the people with long legs though.
no.
That hit hard too.
Well, all of them hit hard. The Brady's used to hit hard. Tony Young hit hard.
Well, they was more your size though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's where I get it from. Get it from them. Get
Oh,
it
you
from
didn't
them.
get that from them.
What? The
Your
size?
No.
Oh,
You got that from the people. TT didn't give you that. Sue, yeah.
my
She did.
grandma is almost as tall as an elf. Chill out. Chill
I'm gonna
out.
tell her you said this, and I'm gonna play this recording, so she gonna say I didn't lie on you.
I love you, Sue. I can't wait to see you, baby.
It's all good. She know you do.
Yeah.
But I think what was the other one? Carmichael's, the Simons, Metros. I think you would have been a good fight with them too,
Oh, yeah.
size wise.
Size wise.
And
Yeah, because he had
physique-wise.
more of the twat. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would.
I actually got to fight Hector. I fought Hector once or twice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, when did y'all fight? How did y'all fight?
Early adults. So it'd have been early 2000s.
Ah,
Not-
what, Super Grands?
Maybe, or one of the tournaments on the East Coast going to the Super Grands.
They would have, let me remember where I saw them the most. It would have been either DC for Junries or
Rhode Island.
they used to do the Vancouver Tiger Bomb.
Oh, yeah.
They used to have a tournament or something like that. Those were the two that I went to the most, other than them coming to Texas Challenge for El Garza. You know, they used to come.
Oh,
down.
yes.
So I see them a couple times a year. You know, that was when I was good at school and could go.
You fought the sister?
Oh, Jennifer, no, never fought Jennifer Santiago ever. We were at tournaments together, but we never. I fought Bernadette Ambrosia, something. She's a Canadian.
Yeah.
I'm actually friends with her on Facebook. She was married and now her name has changed. I can't recall, but she and I had some great fights. I think we fought 2 to 3, and I'm up. I want to say she beat me once and I beat her twice. Or
what was before VHS tapes?
I'm sorry.
Like, as far as to record a fight, what would it have been before VHSs?
8 tracks.
8 tracks?
Yes.
So you telling somebody to go pull an 8 track, or you fighting back then with Bernadette?
I'm just to kick your ass. Sorry, Samson.
Ow!
That's That's it. One more for the good time.
You ain't stop hitting. Hit it hard. Hit it hard, then. Hit it hard. Oh, you silly.
There you go. 2 times for the good time. Always better the second time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for 8 tracks, fool.
Yeah.
That's what was up before.
You know, I always had to pick on my sister.
That's it. You had the regular disses, and then this is this, and then this, and then yo this.
Yeah. So as we wind down, sister, have you been quote searching?
I have a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up because I did find one, maybe 2.
One day we're gonna have what is called the quote day. So everybody start sitting in your quotes so we can have the quote day. We're gonna have it for you guys. I'm telling you. Here y'all go. Catch it.
All right. Mine is quick and simple today. You know, normally I like mine to have a beginning.
Don't worry, I got the strong and long for you. I
like mine to hit you on the front side and the back side. But this one today is quick, simple, and easier than anybody. If my brother over here with his special self can understand it, then y'all can too. A negative mind will never give you a positive life.
Whoa.
How about that?
Shit. Whoa.
A negative mind will never give you a positive life. That means anything negative cannot be reinforced with negativity, because then you'll always be looking from the bottom up when they say that glass is half empty versus half full. It's empty if you're looking at it in a negative way.
And then when you got the half full and half empty, what they want it to be filled with? What do you fill it with?
You feel it. That's when it becomes okay. If it's half.
No, save it for the next show. Got y'all ass.
Hey, let's get it then.
That's gonna be for your next show. See, be ready for it. Y'all always look like, oh, this shit's gonna get good. Next week it will be.
That's if we remember to do it.
No, we got y'all. We're gonna start having our topics together. I know maybe we're forgetting our homework. It's all right. We on top of it from now on. Now, of course, y'all know I went to the Revs page. You know, I always got to go see Reverend.
This is the only way to get in the upper room.
Bagwell, because he always leave a message on there for me. This one, we don't walk away to teach people a lesson. We walk away because we finally learned ours. We don't walk away to teach people a lesson, meaning that you're going to just turn your back and just, oh, I'm going to show this motherfucker better than I tell him. No. We walk away because we finally learned ours, meaning that you finally learned where you done fucked up at, and you ain't got to worry about saying the extra. You're just going to walk away and move forward in life. Be positive.
That's like half empty, half full.
It is. So I just try to fulfill y'all half empty, half full glasses with some knowledge, something positive. You guys make sure y'all helping one another. Each one, teach one. Mimi say eat one, she gonna take one. Woo. So don't y'all worry. All right. Woo. Barbecue is gonna be on her. Yeah. Don't forget, we got our shirts and our hats and everything else coming out very, very soon. Very, very soon. All right. Maybe you want to hit them off with anything? Is that it?
That's it, guys. Stay positive. Just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean it has to end that way.
Nor that mean don't bring your bad day on another person's day.
Absolutely.
When I see you having a bad day, you know what I do? Get the hell out the way. If I can't help her or make her laugh or make her feel positive, I'm moving around, y'all. You better do the same. This woman has a firearm. She busts caps and asses.
No, I don't. I only do that in self-defense when people harass and bother me.
Harass?
Hence, you leave me alone.
Harass? Come on. All right, guys.
Every time you want to do that.
Once again, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a safe week. Remember, stay safe, stay positive.
Indeed.
Help someone so God helps you. This is the Lump and Mimi's. Wait. There you go.
I still slapped your ass. This is the Mimi and Lump Lump show signing off. Bye. You can't